Hi, this is Adrienne from Red Door Review. I don't usually review games on the site, but I thought I would this time because this game was particularly fun. We just finished the game and we had this option to start it all over with our awesome tools that we earned, and so we thought we'd do that. It starts off with just low-grade tools, and as you dig down you can find better materials and metals and jewels and stuff, and of course the further you go down the more they're worth, the more you earn, and the better your tools are, the more money you have to earn better tools. So as you can see, we have a bag with 120 slots, and our grappling hook, I don't know, how far can our grappling hook go?
It can go 20 squares.
20 squares?
Yep.
And then he's using the manual pickaxe right now, which goes through this dirt up here like butter. It's like really easy, which he was showing off right there. And as you go further down, the rock gets harder, or the soil gets harder, and there's more rocks and stuff. You do have to be careful in this game with a couple of things. One, it's fantastic to just drill down as far as you can, but when you do, you always have to go back to the surface, and you have to make sure you haven't dug yourself too far down where there's no way out. And also when you come back, that you can go back in your tunnels without killing yourself. Because you can only fall, like, what do you think, like 7 spaces?
Squares probably.
Yeah, 7 spaces without dying. So, and if you do die, you actually technically never die in the game, but we'll just call it that. If you do die, they transport you to the surface, and you lose all of the resources that you got during that trip. But, you know, you're alive, so there you go. What have you liked about the game, Patrick?
It's got a good, especially for like an indie game like this, it's got a very almost like Flash game quality where you're always wanting to get the next thing. Because you start out with nothing, like we're showing you all the end game tools. You don't start with the Nito Gazito grappling hook, but you can buy, let's actually show that off, you can buy elevators, you can buy ladders, and like the whole point of the game is getting that next upgrade. So if you like buying, you know, you buy the pickaxe, you get the better pickaxe. If you want to get the next best thing of everything, well, you know, drilling deeper and deeper to the earth, and there is a really good, really great feeling to digging, especially. Yeah,
it's really satisfying. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying it's like one of those things where you do a whole bunch of like stuff takes a while. Like when you start with just the pickaxe, it takes a while to dig. Before you have ladders and elevators, it takes a while to get anywhere. So when you get to by the time you get to the end of the game, things go by so much faster, and it feels so much better to do just about anything. Very rewarding game. Super easy to pick up too.
When you get an elevator, which is absolutely fabulous, be careful about going down it while it's digging. If you go down the elevator shaft too fast while it's digging, you'll accidentally die, because one of the boulders that it's hit will get you. Yeah. And right now the light that you're seeing is huge, and that's because it's the end game light. The light that you start off with isn't as big, but it's good enough for this area, which is cool. And Patrick's not all excited. You see all these resources around all right now, but Patrick's not all excited about it because it's just 10 in copper, and he's like, psh, whatever.
There's a lot of good, like, whoever made it, they did a good job of spacing out, discovering new elements. I mean, we're going over the top here, because there's no way you could afford an elevator this early in the game. But yeah, it's like, just as when you get sick of seeing copper, it's like, oh hey, there are rubies. And then just around the time that rubies become plain, you're like, oh man, emeralds. And then it just keeps going and going and going. It's got a good like ramp-up system where you always have something to be excited about.
Yeah, I agree.
And the final like exciting reveal, I have to say, is pretty awesome.
What is that?
You know, the end game thing. I don't want to say what it is.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to say what that is. They also have great names for stuff. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek with some of the names. What are some of the names that you can remember? There's
like Horite and
there's also
Toxium.
yeah. Horite is actually spelled horror, and it's like blood red. So they're very fun, creative names and styles for the jewels and what you can find. You can make a whole chain of elevators. There is a certain point where you can't dig any more elevators. That's pretty far down. And you know what the best thing about this game is? It's fun to play, and it's $1.
Yeah, it's super cheap. Definitely, there's a lot of terrible games in the Xbox indie scene, but this is definitely one of the better ones. It's also old too, so you know there's a good chance that. Well, you know what? There's no sales on it, but it's a 2009. I will say indie classic. I will call it that. I'll go that far.
It's good stuff. It's not 20 years old though, but you know, it's good.
Yeah. So.
And we also had fun playing it together. We didn't do multiplayer, which is not available in this game, but we did switch between players, and Patrick's whole goal was digging as deep as he could, which he did dig down to the bottom, which is very, very far down. My goal was always making all of his suicide tunnels safe with lots of ladders. And luckily the backpack, he just dug another suicide hole right there. If you fell down that shaft, you would die. And that gives me,
creeps.
It like makes my stomach turn to watch him do that, because I'm thinking about when I want to go exploring in a little bit, how I'm probably going to die, fall down one of those shafts and die. But it's a lot of fun. So yeah, we did play it together, and
Couch co-op.
Yep, couch co-op. That's a good. Is that actually a term?
Yeah, that's a term.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. And we had a lot of fun, and we, you know, over a weekend we just kind of dug our way through it.
But yeah, no violence, no blood or gore, so it's I'd say a good family game. So if you're looking for something to play.
Oh yeah, totally family friendly, isn't it?
Yep.
I hadn't thought about that.
And it's got a very catchy soundtrack. The 2 songs that are in the game repeat rather nicely.
Yeah, and it's not super annoying unless you've been playing it for, I don't know how, oh my gosh, there's another suicide one. Unless you've been playing it for a very long time. The other thing that's really cool about it is problem solving. There are puzzles in it, but you also create your own puzzles. Because of rock formations and whatnot, which you cannot dig through the rocks with any pick or drill, you can figure out how to dig around the rocks but get your resources without killing yourself. Because if a rock falls on you, you'll die. So, you haven't put any ladders in this top part.
Nope. But I think,
Oh
you know,
gosh.
that's a pretty good idea of what's in this game.
Yeah.
Do you recommend it?
Yeah, definitely. 2 thumbs up. Oh no, I can't say that. 4 or 5 stars. You like that?
Yeah. Well, hopefully maybe you'll check out another game in the future, or maybe you'll have some movie stuff.
Yeah.
So, where can people find your works?
Thanks for joining in, y'all.
Where also can they find more of your stuff?
Oh. Red Door Review. REDDOOR Review, REVIEW.com.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.